Understanding Student Growth Percentiles, or SGP, in Nevada. Welcome. Today, we're going to break down what Student Growth Percentiles, or SGPs, are and how they are used in Nevada to track student progress. SGPs are being used in connection with accountability, educator effectiveness, and instructional improvement. So what are they? Student growth percentiles are a way to measure how much a student has learned from one year to the next compared to their peers. Think of it like a growth chart at the doctor's office, but instead of tracking height, we're tracking academic progress. In Nevada, 3rd through 8th graders take the SBAC at the end of each school year. Students get an overall achievement score of a 1, 2, 3, or 4. Students also receive a scale score, a more specific score within their level range. While these achievement scores provide a snapshot of whether or not students are meeting or exceeding grade level expectations at a single point in time, SGPs show us how much a student is growing from year to year. Each year, every student's growth is compared to other Nevada students with similar past test scores from the year prior. This comparison is then expressed as a percentile. For example, if a student has a growth percentile of 70, it means they performed better than 70% of students with similar score histories. SGPs are useful because they provide a more individualized picture of student progress. Rather than just looking at whether students met a proficiency benchmark, SGPs show how much improvement each student is making over time. For instance, how are my advanced students growing compared to other advanced Nevada students? If a student is not proficient, are they growing at a rate that they will become proficient eventually? Let's take a closer look. Here is Ms. Miller's 4th grade class. All of these students participated in the state test last year as 3rd graders. Some earned high scores, others earned lower. Near the middle is Emily. When measuring Emily's growth, it wouldn't make sense to compare her to all of her classmates who scored much higher or lower than her. So we'll look outside of her classroom at students from all over the state of Nevada with similar 3rd grade scores. These are Emily's academic peers, whom we will use to compare and measure her progress against. When Emily receives a new score at the end of 4th grade, she also receives a student growth percentile of a 70, which means she grew more than 70% of the kids across Nevada who were just like her academically 1 year ago. Her academic peers earn different 4th grade scores, which result in different SGPs. Some students demonstrated low growth, some typical growth, and some, like Emily, high growth. Each of the students in Ms. Miller's class have an academic peer group drawn from students across the state of Nevada to ensure they are only being compared to academically similar students. Carlos scored high on the state test but scored low growth. Even though he is still a high-achieving student, he will need to be academically challenged to keep up with his high-performing peers. Bella didn't pass her state test this year, but showed high growth compared to her peers. If she continues on this high growth trajectory, she is on the path to potential proficiency in the future. With SGPs, all students have the opportunity to demonstrate all levels of growth. That's the best part about SGP. No matter how a student walks into the classroom, they and their teacher have the opportunity to show their response to instruction and whether they are on track to meet or exceed grade level expectations in the future. In Nevada, SGPs are a key part of the state's education accountability system. They help educators and policymakers understand how well schools are supporting student growth. Educators use SGP data to identify strengths and areas for improvement. For instance, a school might notice that students in a particular grade are showing lower growth and can then investigate and address potential issues. For parents and students, SGPs provide insight into individual academic growth, helping to set more personalized goals for future learning. In summary, student growth percentiles are a powerful tool in Nevada's education system, offering a clearer picture of student progress and helping to guide improvements in teaching and learning. Thank you for watching. To learn more about SGPs and how they impact education in Nevada, visit our website, rtbdata.us.